All right, guys, we have got a dedicated original Sega Gremlin Frogger. Fully working. It's actually got a brand new monitor, and it's not an LCD. It's a brand new NOS tube CRT monitor. So now there is one thing about it that I must confess. Other than the fact that the coin switches aren't hooked up. Oh yeah, they are. I just have it on free play. Is that loud enough for you? Okay. I gotta confess something. I'm not Catholic, but even us Protestants do confess. It does not have the original Frogger boards in it. This is the way I got it. I did not do this. Somebody has replaced the original Frogger board with a 60-in-1 board that's just playing Frogger. Let me stop it so that it'll... Okay. So, see, it's got a 60-in-1 board, which means actually you could enable all the games and then you'd have 60 games on this cab. But right now it's just set to only play Frogger, so it's... Some people call this J-rocking a game. I won't waste your time explaining why they call it J-rocking. But it's basically, some people do this to make a game more reliable because the original Frogger boards were a little flaky and the power supplies were flaky. So this way, you put in a brand new HAP switching power supply and a brand new 16-in-1 board. You set it to only play Frogger. And then you put in a brand new monitor, as you can see. That is spanking new. And then you don't have any problems because that's all new components. And this thing will run for decades. And it plays the game exactly the same. It's emulated, so there's no difference. Got the original back door here. And it's set to free play, which is another thing you can't do with the original Frogger board. I don't think it had a free play setting, but the 60-in-1 board does. So you can set it up in an arcade where people can play it for free. Cabinet is super solid, no water damage, very little cosmetic damage. Coin door's basically perfect. It has, the key you gotta kind of wiggle, I'm sorry about that. It's got one Mac in it. It does not have the other Mac, just the way I got it. But one Mac's better than none. It's got the original cash box. Control panel is, well, I was going to say perfect. It looks like there's a little crack here on the edge. Other than that, it is perfect. I mean, look at that. The bezel is perfect. It's got the original seal. See, I thought that was a replacement bezel because it was so perfect, but now I see it's got the original like hologram seal. So that must be just a mint condition original bezel. That's amazing. And this is one of those bezels that folds and goes all the way up like that, so it's a pretty cool bezel. Marquee has a few little pinhole little scrapes on the back, so you can see the light coming through with like pinhead size holes. That's unfortunate, but Frogger marquees are dime a dozen, so you can always buy a nicer one on eBay and throw it in there. Cabinet doesn't have any busted corners or anything. Really nice and solid. This is this one that was made in Japan? I think it is. Yeah, this is a superior Frogger cabinet. They made a bunch of them in California, and those are junk. Well, I mean, the cabinets are junk because they made them out of like particle board, and they're heavier, and they would always get real rough around the edges and soak up water if there was ever even humidity. This is one that they made in Japan, and so it's got this really nice, high-quality, thin plywood. So the cabinet's a lot lighter, it's stronger, and it holds up a lot better. Yeah, I almost peeled the sticker off because I thought this was just some operator sticker, but I think this is like the manufacturer sticker in Japan. So that's kind of cool. Bezel, the plastic bezel is near perfect, has almost no flaws. I I don't know what else to tell you. This is about as nice a Frogger as you're going to find. Oh, I did want to mention there's some holes drilled in the cabinet here, which aren't real noticeable. They kind of blend in just because, you know, the wood grain on the side. Somebody apparently had like bars bolting the back of the cabinet together so that nobody could break in. I don't know why. I never knew that was a problem, but those holes are there. They could be filled and touched up, but it'd just be a lot of work. So no one's ever going to notice. You're going to push this into a row of games and no one will ever see those holes. So there you go. If you need a Frogger for your arcade, look no further. This is probably as good as it gets. And this is also the original leaf joystick, which is the proper feel for a Frogger. It's got the long neck and the small ball on top. Wico style leaf joystick. That's what you want on Frogger. So thanks for watching. Did I already play it? Yeah, I played it. Okay.